You and I share a common goal. Willingly. I give you my word. No harm will come to you. Sabine. You will be reunited with your friend. It's the only way. Do it.
Do it.
For Ezra.
No! No, don't do it! No! No, don't do it! No! 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 Don't do it!
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
Your ass is gonna be quiet till your stink ass wait! Oh, mommy, you let the bad man hurt us! Fuck you! We gonna whoop your mama's ass! Wow!
Hello guys, so welcome to my video about Wren. My god, a character that I just have mixed feelings but mostly negative on at this point. But I'll just say one thing though, at least this character has flaws, because for the longest time they just made like flipping Mary Sue Star Wars characters, like they're just perfect. They don't have any flaws. They're so perfect, like Rey and stuff. Like my god. I just mentioned not really be a big fan of them, and they don't really have a proper character journey because they have no flaws. They're just perfect. They can do no wrong. They always win. Like it's a really boring type of character to watch. Yeah, and to think they've actually made a character that has so many flaws to the point where I'm just like, oh, I don't like this character. But to think they could actually, with those flaws, become a likable or great character, it's just how bad the flaws are. It's hard to know. It's really hard to know if she can be redeemed. It's just, I mean, almost people just like, oh yeah, she's just like the worst. But I'm just happy for once that you have a character with flaws, because for so long in Star Wars that just every character was just perfect that were female. Even the general, it seems like she's perfect. She can just do whatever she wants. She doesn't have to go to any important meetings. Ahsoka, she just has no emotion most of the time, and that's not the Ahsoka that I know from the Clone Wars. So Wren, she's the most surprising, because from the beginning I wasn't really a big fan of her. But actually noticing that she has flaws, and by the time you get to episode 3, it's just truly showing them. I'm like, she could be an interesting character. And even though she ended up making a huge mistake in episode 1, ends up getting herself stabbed and somehow surviving that stab, like I'm just like, ugh, how? But at least she actually had flaws. But it's just the first 2 episodes, in my opinion, were boring. Episode 3 was more like a proper Clone Wars Rebels episode, even though I've only just started to watch Rebels. Yeah. And episode 4 I'm just like mixed, because you have some good stuff in it, but then it's mainly when that's the bad stuff, because she ends up basically giving the key, the most important thing in the show, to the villains twice, and that's really bad. Like, making a mistake like that once, okay, but twice, I mean, at least get defeated like you did in episode 1, not like literally give it to the enemy. And her reasoning is basically to see Ezra, but then this thing that she just give to the bad guys could kill millions and bring back the main villain from Rebels, Thrawn. It's just I don't know how she's gonna redeem herself at this point. It's really hard, yeah. Because man, I've been trying to defend this show. I mean, I was honest with not liking the first 2 episodes on my review channel, and then episode 3 was more like a step up and going in the right direction, and just episode 4 well as well. Because episode 5 is just gonna be member berries with Anakin and stuff. I don't know when Rex is gonna come, and you know, she could see, you know, Ezra imprisoned together because she just made a dumb choice. But yeah, episode 4 I'm just so mixed. It's like a 6 out of 10 episode. I was making like lower, but because there's some stuff I enjoyed in it, like the fights were a bit better than the usual fights. There was one fight I'm just like, ugh, really? But yeah, it was a bit better. Actually seeing that she's just not a perfect character is good and bad at the same time, because of how they handle it. Like, they finally decided to give us like a flawed character, but I think Dave Filon went a bit too far, because yeah, he's good at writing flawed female characters that end up becoming just great lovable characters, but this one, like, he's going so far down, and with how Star Wars is right now, that's really risky, because a lot of people are just like hating on Star Wars these days, and to make a character like this right now is so risky. So she would have to do something big to redeem herself, like I said in my review, like a sacrifice or something to make up for what she's just done. She's basically doomed millions right now, and I really don't know how she's gonna, you know, redeem herself now after giving something that could kill so many people, bringing back a, you know, flipping phone, like, my god. And she's the reason for it. I'd hate myself for doing something like that, just to see Ezra, man. I know it's her best friend or something. I haven't fully watched Rebels to know how far their relationship goes, but Ahsoka trusted her to do the right thing, even when she was possibly going to, you know, be dead and fall to her death, which, you know, she'll survive, but she doesn't know that. The last thing she wanted her to do was destroy it, and she ended up giving it to the villain just to see Ezra, and they're probably going to both end up trapped anyway, so it's just stupid, man. But we'll just see where this goes. Right now I don't like her character. I mean, she could always be redeemed, but it's going to be so hard to do that, because she's helped the villain twice. First time she got defeated, but she ended up bringing the key to them accidentally, because they just end up, you know, surrounding her and taking the key, and then they're killing her, and then the second time she literally just gives it to him. I'm just like yeah. But yeah, what do you think about this character? Do you hate her? Do you think she can be redeemed? Let me know down below. Appreciate if you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and may the force be with you.